Hi, Mike Sarah here from Customer States. If you're searching for the highest quality additives, lubricants, or cleaners for your automotive, heavy equipment, agricultural, or industrial machinery needs, look no further than the Justice Brothers line of products. From lubing your chainsaw, performing a complete fuel system treatment and decarb service on a customer's vehicle, keeping that forklift forking and lifting, or just need a can of that famous JB80 penetrant to persuade a rusty bolt, Justice Brothers has you covered. Travis Ferris of Hit Distributing is not only Southern California's authorized Justice Brothers distributor, but also a great friend of mine. Over the years, Travis has helped me and my dealership with anything and everything we need, including all the lines of Justice Brothers products and even equipment to perform the various services we may need for our specific application. HIT stands for honesty, integrity, and trust, so you know when you contact Travis, that's exactly what you'll get. That, combined with Justice Brothers supplying superior quality automotive products since the 1940s and 75 years in the racing industry, you will have absolutely everything at your disposal to get the job done. Justice Brothers is proudly made in the USA, and they have a satisfaction guarantee or your money back. Justice Brothers has the best quality products over any other competitor, and they'll gladly tell you that themselves. If you live in the Southern California area, call my man Travis Ferris at 805-208-7818. And if you don't, call him anyway and tell him I said thanks. And visit justicebrothers.com to learn more about their complete line of products. Justice Brothers, America's brand for quality.
And we're back for another week of fun. I hope everybody enjoyed Halloween and the Halloween episode, and we're back on another lovely Friday. So before we do the introductions and all those fun things, Friday Pop.
Happy Friday.
Ooh.
Friday. I've tried every pineapple drink I think there is now.
I have strawberry.
Man, that is delicious.
Yours is lime because you're a little sour.
Oh. So anyways,
A
guys,
little tight.
welcome back to another lovely, riveting, and interesting episode of Customer States Podcast, where we talk about everything in the automotive industry. My name is Jake.
Say it like you mean it, babe.
It's been a rough day either way, but my name is Jake Ruckus. I have been in the industry, at least professionally, for about 3 years as a service advisor. I have been turning wrenches since I was wee little, and my dad helped me build the first muscle car that I've ever seen. And to my left is the board master and pod daddy, Mike.
What's going on, guys? My name is Mike Sarah. I am the senior master technician, shop foreman, and transmission technician, and the wearer of many hats.
Mostly just that one, though.
Mostly just this one.
At least on the podcast.
This is
What's that
representing my favorite company, Justice Brothers, who Travis Ferris of Hit Distributing supplies us Justice Brothers products, and he's absolutely great, and so are the products that Justice Brothers supplies.
He supplies just us brothers. What we need.
And a sister or two.
The sisters.
And to my left is our special guest today. His name is Will Gaddy. What's going on, Will? Say what's up.
Hey guys, I'm William Gaddy. I've been in the car industry about a year and a half. Before this, I was actually
Baby.
Get out while you fucking can.
in the oil field, which was interesting, but wanted to try my foot in sales. So here I am.
Traitor.
So you work for the sales department.
Correct. Sales.
So what do you do?
Hey,
A lot of
Eric, to
things.
be completely honest, he's got hair for sales.
Yeah, you know, I got the whole get up for sales.
Yeah.
Yeah, that whole douchebag look. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, he's not douchey.
Charming.
That's
And to my left is the lovely Eric.
It's me. I'm here. Hello, everybody. Eric
Hi,
Munzenegger
Eric.
here. Hi.
I'm choking on drink. I'm sorry.
Oh, wow. I'm so sorry.
Jesus Christ.
Is this your
Should I
first
call-
time?
Should I call the ambulance?
It is. I don't have that problem. Sorry. I've been wrenching. I've been wrenching. For
sake, Eric.
Sorry.
Can we get this thing going?
Yes, I've been wrenching professionally now for the last 4 years, but kind of doing it unofficially my whole life. So I love my job. I love what I do. And you know what they say, if you love what you do, you never work a day in your life.
That is true.
So I'm here for it.
Do what you love. You never work a day in your life.
And to my left is the fabulous Allie Paul.
What's up, guys? It's me. It's Allie. I do warranty. I've been doing it for 11 years now. And I also have been watching the dealership drama unfold adjacent to me, which is nice and
be a
entertaining
soap
at
opera.
time.
I was just
It
going to
could
say,
be.
dealership is either, your favorite telenovela or a soap or whatever. Sitcom.
I think there's money there to be made for sure.
Oh, yeah.
My dealership life or whatever. Some reality TV show.
My big fat dealership life.
Yeah. Trademark, registered trademark. Yeah.
SNL, Lauren, hit me up.
TM that shit.
TM, 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 TM.
So to start off this episode, we have a customer states thing that was sent to us by a listener, Greg M. And his...
What's up, Greg?
Yeah, thank you, Greg, for sending this in. He sent us in a couple other
Thanks,
things,
Greg.
but this was the greatest one.
Thanks, Greg.
It said, customer states leather seat bottom leather is harder than it should be, or whatever was the gist of it. But yeah, the leather seat bottom was too hard.
The leather or the part, the
The
padding?
leather, the leather cushion, the seat thing that your
cover.
butt sits on, the
Yeah,
cover,
The leather cover.
This
was too hard.
this customer should eat a sandwich. Maybe he's got a bony ass.
I'm with the customer on this one.
Maybe
What do
they
you
have
mean you're with a customer on this one?
I would complain about.
See, Eric, but correct me if I'm wrong. It's like
too hard as compared to what?
with nice leather, it does start off stiffer. Once you
You have to wear it in.
right, once it gets used to you, then it's like, ooh, it's supple.
Unless it's European leather. European leather is just always as stiff as... it's hard. It's very hard. Just saying.
It's not
Makes
soft.
me want a hot dog real bad.
I don't have that one on here. I'm sorry.
I want a hot dog real bad.
That's pretty
That's the
close.
great sound.
That was
I'm
good.
getting better at it.
Really well done. High five.
So maybe this person just doesn't have like ass cushion.
That's what I said. Maybe they need
Like
to eat
maybe
a
they
sandwich.
have diminished glutes and we're making fun of them.
Shout out to Hank Hill.
They're a flat bottom girl. A flat bottom girl, not a fat bottom girl.
Yes.
They
we can.
also make the rock and world go round.
They do. Wait, here's the real question though. What kind of vehicle was it?
It was a Lincoln vehicle.
Okay, so it's a higher end
Oh, it's
vehicle. as
supposed to
opposed
be
to-
cushy and plush.
Yes, no, absolutely.
Yeah.
See, we all like.
There's a break-in period for
we all-
everything.
Pay
And that
70 to
includes-
80 grand for a car. Of course, I better.
Hey,
fucking
when you
have-
got your favorite pair of shoes or whatever, did they fit perfectly and didn't give you calluses or blisters the first time? Because that's what happened to me.
absolutely.
Technically, yes. They fit perfect. 'cause
Mine did too.
Yeah, no, shoes are...
Mike.
Those Vans that I got really messed my feet up.
You're,
Do they look like sneakers?
Yes,
got
they
my
were
Vans on,
sneakers.
but they look like sneakers.
Oh my god! I don't have a soundbite for that.
You do now.
All the other kids with the pumped up kicks.
Let's move it along. I actually have a special treat for everybody.
Wait, so
Oh, wait,
is
do you have
that
something?
it? Like, just that the leather was too hard?
Yeah,
like,
it was
so
just a
what
simple
what do we
introduction thing, you know.
advise someone? Like,
Yeah.
just
Eat a
sit your
sandwich.
butt in
When
it a little
compared,
more.
I put my
compare
butt
it to
in
another
another vehicle,
vehicle.
and it felt the same
Different.
as the other vehicle.
What is a tech supposed to do with too hard a leather?
You replace the cover.
Well, you see, I took out.
That's not warranty.
I took out my metal.
It is if it's under bumper to bumper.
My metal hammer and worked the leather in real good with a bean bag and just beat the shit out of it and helped stretch the leather so that it's more
What's
accommodating to
that
your butt.
roller thing that they do with meat? That with all the
They
spices?
tenderize the leather.
Yes, thank you.
How do you
Thank
think?
you.
How do you think they get the holes in the leather? They use that.
No, they don't.
Yeah,
Stop.
they do, Eric.
almost believed me.
No, I didn't.
Oh, I thought it was from the shot when the shotgun goes out.
Oh, when they shoot the cow.
Michael, I said it for you.
Thank you.
Okay, okay. Can we move along? Please?
If we must.
Okay.
I want to hear.
Moving along, get it? Because leather. Okay.
Moo cow.
So I have a special treat for everybody. We love AA Ron on the podcast.
Hey,
And he enjoyed the previous
go.
episode, and we were talking about bird dogs. So he wanted to give us a little bit of
that's right.
insight.
Yep.
And he was also afraid that
wait,
somebody
he sent us another.
he sent us another voice memo, which we love. And he was afraid that he was going to get outdone by somebody else. But since no one else has sent in a voice memo yet, I am literally putting out a challenge to every single person listening to this podcast right now. Please send us a voice memo. You hear us all the time. We want to hear you. We love this part of it.
This
So-
might be concontroversial. However, because of AA Ron's voice memos, he's my favorite listener.
Ooh, that is mighty controversial.
Oh, isn't that like a mother? She can't have like a favorite child.
Well, you know what? If
My
you
mom
only,
says that I'm her favorite.
if only
She
one
probably says
child,
that to all your siblings.
My one, trust me, she doesn't.
Okay.
if only one child gives you a drawing for your refrigerator, you're gonna like that one child, right? So we need more drawings for the refrigerator. So
We don't have kids. You can tell this is a terrible analogy.
None of
Yeah,
us
yeah,
have
no.
children.
Either way, send it.
For
Don't.
babies.
Like, don't be scared. Do it. Do it. Don't. Maybe. You know.
So what did he say?
we're gonna hear it right now.
Hey, it's me again. Hey, Allie, so you talking about bird dogging. That's not just an old school dealer thing. That's still taking place today. Anytime maybe I total a customer's vehicle out, just ain't worth fixing. And I go out on a lot and I help them pick out something that may be, something they would enjoy. And I put them on to a salesman. That's a bird dog fee. Generally anywhere from $50 to $150. Goes back into my pocket for helping that salesman seal the deal on that sale. And yes, it originated from bird dogs. Down here we used to hunt a lot of quail. And that bird dog gonna sniff out that cubby. They gonna go on point. You go up there and kick a brush. They gonna flush that cubby out and bada bing, bada boom. We doing all right.
Cabby.
We also call it bird dogging when, let's say, I'm a happily married man, and I may have a friend that's single, and he needs a co-pilot, if you will. Needs somebody to go out with him.
Wingman.
And we may be going out there, and he said, "Hey, you see that brunette over there?" I said, "Yeah, let me go check it out. I'm gonna go sniff it out and see. I gotta help my boys out, and go check it out and see. Hey, where's this chick sitting at? Where's she at on the hot to crazy scale? I can figure that out. I can kind of sniff it out for my buddy. I go back to, hey buddy, I'm on point. You better go over and talk to her. I appreciate y'all.
We appreciate you.
To be
100%.
to be honest, even if other people do send it in, AA Ron, you're still going to be one of my favorites, man.
Oh, absolutely.
Wait, so I've never heard like a wingman situation. It makes
I was gonna say,
What do you mean you've never heard of a wingman?
no. I've
Wingman.
heard of a wingman situation. I've never heard of a wingman situation called a bird dog. It makes a lot of
Makes sense
though.
now
It's
that I
the
hear it.
assist.
I had never heard that term until last week. Do you guys use that up front?
We do not use that term up front.
What do you call
we
it?
use that term all the time.
Well, based on my calculations, you guys owe me like $500. Bird dogs. I need 500 bird dogs.
All right.
500 doll hairs.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
what are you
using that right.
What do you guys call a lead payout?
A spoon.
A spoon.
I love spooning.
The other thing is just calling it a spiff.
Spiff.
Oh yeah, I've
Call
heard
it
that
a
term.
spoon because
Yeah.
you like spoon feed it to the person. Okay.
God, I'm so proud of you.
I, you guys, I'm here for a reason.
Thank you.
Oh my God, I think I'm going to start using spoon. That'll piss off my salesman a lot. It's like, you ready for your spoon? Here comes the sale.
You gotta get
The hanger, here comes the airplane.
It's better than forking.
Sporking.
Forking them.
No,
Or you can
sporking.
spork.
There you
That
go.
could be fun too. A little
Yeah, just
spooning,
like
a little
a-
forking.
a little bit of pleasure with pain.
Spooning leads to forking.
Oh.
Yes.
Well, can we all agree that spork is ineffective at both of its intended jobs?
I don't think so. I like using a spork.
Okay.
That's just me.
Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit.
Accurate.
That'll work.
Accurate. Yeah.
Okay, so I have a very interesting story that happened. I guess last week. It is now.
Does it involve using utensils?
No, unfortunately, it does not. So I got called up to the service drive to road test with a customer with an older F-150, and she said that the vehicle had been in at the dealership multiple times for this concern. It's never been resolved, and now she's back like 9 months later to have the concern, addressed again.
It's a lemon.
Well, it's a much older F-150. We're past this phase.
Like that stops people from dropping that phrase.
No,
So,
absolutely not.
so as I go on the road test and I'm like gathering information from the customer, I notice like the oil change sticker is like we're 2,500 miles overdue. I said, well, one of the things that may prevent these sort of issues from happening is if you stay up with your mileage. It looks like you're 20. Oh, this is my son's truck, and my son took it to a mechanic, and the mechanic said that you guys put the wrong oil in it last time, so he doesn't want to come back to the dealership. I said, okay.
But
first of
here
all,
she is.
okay. I said, first of all, what mechanic did you take it to that said that we put the wrong grade oil in it? Well, he took it to his friend, and his friend said that we put the wrong oil in it. Okay.
Does he have some kind of viscosity
I took
checker
it to
or
a
something?
guy who knows a guy who knew a guy.
Under a bridge.
There is no way to tell what sort of viscosity oil that you put in it after you've run the engine at least once, because it's all mixed up. It gets degraded, blah, blah, blah. I mean, you have to send it out to a laboratory to get it even analyzed for, trace minerals and stuff like that. So that's an asinine thing. Then I, find out that it's this kid's, her son's friend. That's a mechanic.
Right.
Auto shop in high school.
Yeah.
Yep.
Once.
Didn't complete the semester.
Yeah. Well, because he was too busy, hovering on the old Hoover there.
Hoover in the sorry.
Disco cabbage.
Disco
Oh,
cabbage.
I love it.
The
I love the term.
devil's
I don't
I've
do
never heard
drugs.
that term before.
Disco cabbage?
Oh, that's great.
I got that from Ryan
I know
Reynolds.
the devil's lettuce.
Yeah, devil's lettuce.
So I go out and I road test the vehicle with the
What was her concern?
lack of power.
Okay.
Essentially, I mean, there are a lot of words to describe a lack of power.
Gotcha.
So I go out and I road test it, and I go on my normal road test route, and sure as shit, you put your foot down on the floor and nothing happens. Yeah. And so I'm telling her, okay, yes, I have verified the concern. Well, what do you think it could be? I said, listen,
A lot.
it's not my job to hypothesize what could be wrong with your vehicle right here, right now. I have to dispatch it out to one of the technicians. We have to look at it. If the technician that I'd send it to can't figure it out, I will jump in and take a look at it. It's my job as a shop foreman, blah blah. Like trying to back out of it because it's not going to my department anyway, and I don't want to put anything in her mind because I already know it's a sensitive situation. Your best bet when you're in that situation is to just keep your mouth shut and say, yes, there is a problem. No, there is not a problem. And we will get back to you when we find out, we have to diagnose it, blah, blah. Anyway, so send it over to the tune-up department and find out that it's got a bad throttle body. And
What a surprise.
yeah. So this problem that nobody could duplicate and figure out until now, which, granted, maybe, it wasn't an actual issue at this point, but finally became the issue. We were able to duplicate the concern. And before we had told her that piece of information, because I had stressed to her about the importance of the oil change, she said to the service advisor, kind of trying to give him a little bit of shit, she's like, and don't ever take any other repair directions on this vehicle other than from me. And I had to kind of got in his face a little bit, like very aggressive for what she had said. But what she meant was, don't listen to my son.
Yeah.
You're only supposed to take repair directions from me. It's my vehicle. I'm paying for the bill. Don't listen to him.
Right.
He obviously has bad information, so I had to explain that to him after the fact. But
That always seems like a sticky situation.
it's an extremely sticky situation. That's what I tried to explain to her. I said, listen, I'm not trying to talk bad about anybody anybody involved in this vehicle right here. It's that it seems like your son was getting misinformation and then gave you misinformation because, we cleaned your catalytic converters. That's not a thing. That's not a thing. Like, we do fuel injection cleaning services.
You can clean the outside.
Yeah, a little bit of brake cleaning and a rag, it's great. Right, but that's not a thing. So it seems like your son's been getting bad information, and I don't know where he's getting the information from. But it's not
from his friend of a friend's mechanic.
It's not. Well, he eats lunch with the mechanics. But it
sounds like they're both stupid.
It's not my job to decipher that. I'm trying to tell you the facts. You want to have your vehicle fixed. I'm here to do that.
Well, as a rider, we have to be careful with that. If you have and like Mike said, it is a sticky situation. You have a younger girl walk in, or a younger guy, whatever it is, and they come in and they're like, my car needs this, that, the other thing, blah, blah, blah. the first thing we'll most likely ask is, okay, cool. What is your contact number? Finish it off with that. And then go, I notice there's also another name in the file. Am I calling you or am I calling this person? You try not to go with, am I calling your parents? Because that just causes issues.
That can be offensive.
Right. And then also on top of that, if their name is on the RO and we ask them, hey, is this car registered to you? Is this your car? Are you the main driver? Whatever we have to ask. And they go, yes. Then at that point, anything we upsell or that the car may need and they authorize it and they say, you're going to be talking with me and no, don't call other person, whether it's mom, dad, whoever. We on the RO, there's an authorized portion.
Yeah, there's a spot to say when you got the authorization from who, what the dollar amount was. Yeah,
correct. So it's the name, the number, what time, what it was for. So if they ever come back and why the hell did you sell? Well, at this time, this person who told us that this belongs to them and to call this number, that's what happened.
So you get nothing.
Yeah, but also
Nothing for free.
Warranty alert. Please document every time you talk to the customer, especially if there's something authorized after the fact, after the RO is written. An add-on line.
Yeah, oh yeah.
It's a thing. It
Get your add-on line signed.
Absolutely. That's the first thing I do when I have the writer add the line in the computer and then hand write it on the repair order themselves because my writing is unintelligible. I go to my warranty administrator or my service manager. Hi, Sam.
Here, sign this.
Sam.
Yeah, please sign this for me. I need this signed for legal purposes.
And you're supposed to sign it when? Get them to sign it when?
As
in the
soon as
process.
a line is added.
Yeah, that's what I said. As soon as the line's added, I'm in the
Just
service
making
office. It's right there.
sure.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
It's not an after the fact thing. Hey,
She just wants to be proud of us. That's
She's
all.
doing her job very efficiently.
your job.
Thank you.
Do your job.
Sometimes better than others.
So another thing that I want to talk about doing our jobs.
Well, that's
is
where I
that-
was going with the utensils thing, but he kind of missed the cue. I saw pizza.
Sorry.
Wait,
it's been a long day.
sorry, pause. What kind of heathen are you that you're eating pizza with utensils?
No,
oh my God. I glossed over that.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
What is that about?
I understand that completely, but there are plenty of people at the dealership that I've seen eat pizza with utensils.
What is wrong
That
with
is
you?
not normal.
No, it's not. But then again, is anything in our industry normal?
No wonder you guys can't get anything done.
I like to think
Well, that's one of the reasons.
Because you eat pizza.
Okay. So I believe this was back in maybe March or so. Eric can help me out with this, but we had started a program for the service department.
Oh,
where
yeah.
if
Customer
you-
pay gross profit.
Yeah, if you beat your customer pay gross profit from the previous year by a certain
Okay.
percentage, I think it was roughly 10%, which was a high number, essentially. We get a quote unquote pizza party, and the service department would buy lunch for the technicians once a month if we beat our numbers. So we had been doing that since the inception in March or something like that.
Yeah. That's,
And then we beat every single month. We beat our numbers.
yep.
Uh-oh.
And then
I mean, that's good.
And then it
That's
magically
good.
stopped.
Yeah. I
Out
don't
of
know what happened.
nowhere.
Out of nowhere, it just stopped.
I called the manager out on that the other day. I want you to know.
You want to know what I do every couple
I
of weeks?
might have
I just buy my techs lunch for the hell of it. No reason. Just
for the halibut.
Can I go work
oh
for
my
you?
sweet Jesus! Of course you can. I'll make sure to treat you as the special one.
I'm so excited. No, I did. I called the manager out on that. I said, I don't remember. It was some kind of snarky remark I made. Not that I would ever do that.
Snarky?
I would never. I was like, oh God.
When
She was asking about if I had anything big going out for the month. That's why.
Were you talking?
was like-
Are you talking about the eel?
The eel.
The eels.
it depends if there's
It rhymes with the eel.
It's
Oh
okay.
yeah. I'm talking about the eel.
Okay.
Yeah, the eel. She wanted to know if we had anything, if I had anything big going out for the end of the month.
I don't know. Is there food coming for me later?
Well, it was something along those lines. I said, "What for? It doesn't matter anymore."
I don't get
You don't
paid.
buy us lunches anymore.
What is the point of life if there's no pizza?
Well, here's the thing. It wasn't pizza. It was like the good stuff. The good
What's the good
restaurants.
stuff?
Like,
Well,
it
Like
was
Fresh
Stone Fire
Brothers?
Good
Grill.
stuff.
Mike's. What's
Jersey Mike's.
Jersey Mike's.
Mike's.
Thank you. Yes, that thing.
Gotcha. Do you like Jersey Mike's?
Yes.
Yes.
No.
Yes. Always get it Mike's way.
Well, you have to.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Mike's
The rosemary.
way.
Isn't that a Limp Bizkit song? Oh no.
It's my way or the highway.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow, I'm on a roll today. So
Call you butter.
Rolling.
I think that's the same album, actually.
Yeah.
oh, you mean chocolate starfish and the hot dog flavored water?
Okay. Yes, we were all born at the same time. Anyway,
And it's okay.
How old are you, Willie?
I'm 25.
Okay.
Just
it's a rather personal question.
Second week in a row, I'm not the youngest person here.
Oh, that's true.
Now,
It feels so weird that I'm not the youngest. I'm always the youngest person in everything.
Wait, so is there?
are you younger than Allie?
We're the same age, aren't we?
I'm 32.
Oh, I'm older than you. I mean, I'm not.
I'm not. Cut that.
I wanted to ask you, Will. Do you prefer Will or William?
Or Willie.
Big Willie style.
So I'm actually the third. So I go by Will, William, Bub, Bill, Little Bill.
Little Bill.
Little Bill.
I'm gonna W.
Good to call you Free Willie.
Dub 3.
Dub 3.
Dub 3. Will to the third
They'll
power.
sometimes call me LB Trey.
William Gaddy the
Stop.
third.
Knock it off.
I'm gonna. LB Trey is the new one.
LB Trey.
That's-
What idiot salesman dubbed you that? Yeah, I knew
Everybody
it.
up there.
Yeah, I knew it.
Yeah.
That's like the Seinfeld episode when George wanted to be T-Bone.
Or how we're trying to start pussy on the chain wax, and it's never going to happen.
Oh yeah.
Pussy on the chain wax.
Why am I so left out over here?
You don't
Sorry, I don't want to know about it. I don't want to know about it.
Key and
You never watched Key and Peele?
I've seen like a few clips on
Okay,
YouTube.
we'll talk about this
we'll
later.
talk about that later.
No.
Okay,
I
I'm
started
sorry. Yes, of
something
course.
and then we
Yeah, no, 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 no.
digress.
Yes, you
for it.
did.
So, do you have special levels you meet, and do you get like pizza parties, etc., from the sales standpoint?
Yes, but not that often, to be completely honest. It does happen sometimes, but typically only after we do something extraordinary.
No,
You know, it's not.
You misspoke.
So never.
Like when service makes all their numbers, then you guys come down and party with us.
Correct.
Yeah.
That just means you take our hard-earned food.
That's it.
Isn't that what sales is about?
You did have that manager that recently left that
Yes.
used to buy you guys pizza.
Yes, every Sunday actually.
Yeah, he was
But,
really nice. I liked him.
He was
That's
nice
dope.
outside of work, but at work.
Different
I didn't
story.
have it.
Different
No,
story.
yeah, he did cop an attitude with me one time.
Correct.
Well, that's kind of what I hear about Mike. At least what Eric tells me.
Yeah, Eric's the big gossip.
I need another drink.
Eric and I are both nosy Nellies, so it's okay.
No, we just like to be well informed.
Listen,
Agreed.
poke the bear enough, you're gonna get the fangs.
Oh,
Okay.
You mess with the bull, you get the horns.
Well, that's a very common one. I want to
No,
go something different.
nobody. Oh my God, I'm so disappointed.
I was there.
Thank you. But none of you know what that's from.
You're right.
it seemed like a common.
No, it's
Thing.
not. It is a common thing, but it's specifically from something. Anyways,
Well,
if
from?
any of you
You gotta
listeners
say what it
know
is
what that's
now.
from, no. Let's see if the
Please
listener.
justify Eric.
Yes, please. If anybody is like a movie nerd like me and will incessantly just constantly quote movies, please. What is that from?
Tell me.
Oh man,
Right,
I
right.
can't think about anything else right now. I'm trying to go through all the movies in my head. All right, we got to keep this rig rolling.
But before you hop on, I
Yes.
forgot to mention with the wrong weight of oil. Recently found out that the soon to come newer Mazdas will actually go into limp mode and throw a check engine light and ruin the VVT if you use the wrong weight of oil.
Seriously?
Isn't everything on like 0-20 now?
We're on 5W20 and 5W20, 0W20. And there's one other one that we use every once in a while for the RX-8s and shit.
What do you put in your diesels?
Oh, no more. We don't have no more diesels. That fizzled out.
I can tell you the part number, but I have no idea what the actual weight of the oil is. It is not important to me.
Yeah, I've got a tech that's going to school right now, and he got
10W30.
10W30, and then he was able to leave class early. He was in Irvine. They let the whole class out early, and he stops by, and I'm like, "Why are you here?" And he's like, "Well, the class let out early." Like, what psychopath comes to work on your day off?
Oh, yeah. You just said, like, when they would let out the warranty classes early.
Mike does.
You go back.
Oh, he does.
Wait, but you showed up to work on what was it, Labor Day?
Labor Day. No.
Yeah.
Was it Labor Day?
Yeah, it was maybe Labor Day.
Memorial Day or something
Memorial,
like that. Anyways,
one of the days.
he did show up one time on his day off in a suit, and it was super hot. Mike, you checked all
never
the boxes
seen you
for
in
me
a
that day, I have to
suit.
say.
Just your cowboy.
I'll send you the pictures.
All right. Jake, go away.
I'm sorry,
Just
did we
kidding.
interrupt?
I'll send him the pictures too.
no.
Don't worry.
He'll like them.
Yeah,
Of course I will.
you know, everybody looks good on a suit. It's like
Everybody
lipstick on a
does.
pig.
Can
you
we
know?
talk about
not
though?
everyone. Can you
see,
imagine Willem
speaking
Dafoe?
of- Oh,
Yeah, he wouldn't look good in a suit.
What? Who?
Willem Dafoe.
William Defoe?
Oh, dude, Willem Dafoe. Man, he's
wasn't
Basically,
he the Green
Steve
Goblin?
Buscemi's
Steve
crackhead
Buscemi,
cousin.
thank you. I was gonna say,
he's not my cup of tea, but I love his acting.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
We're
Well, yeah.
talking about who
Can't
looks
argue
good
with
in a suit, though.
Yeah.
Okay, this is also
Allie, I'm sorry I interrupted.
It's okay. It's okay.
She's taking from a page in my book.
No.
How dare you?
No, you're fine. I do want to talk about though when you see people from work, outside of work, in their natural habitat.
Yeah.
Like I've straight up not recognized people
coworkers
before.
and customers.
Coworkers.
Coworkers.
Workers. Yeah.
Coworkers. Like
Customers can get booked. Sorry.
no, we love customers.
I'm on my fucking lunch break, lady. Excuse me, sir. Do you work here? Yeah, in 20 minutes.
Roll my window up.
Like I pretty much showed up in my jammies over the weekend,
Yep.
and everyone was like,
All right.
"What is this?" I was all like in sweatpants, pretty much in what I'm wearing right now.
I was gonna say, well, when you show up
I
in
was
the
wearing
90s, of course everybody's gonna look.
But no, isn't that strange? Like it's like seeing a teacher
Right.
not in the classroom.
You're absolutely correct. I
Doing
remember
their
that.
normal things, oh, you go to Starbucks?
Yes, I have to buy groceries too.
Yeah.
You remember when we were hiking and we ran into my alcoholic art teacher?
Yeah.
And she apologized to me for being such a bitch? That was weird.
That was strange.
She's like, I was a raging alcoholic when I taught you.
That
You're
was
really
nice
a nice
of her,
kid.
actually.
I'm surprised you learned anything.
Dude,
That was 20 years ago.
Dude, I worked and not to tangent, but I worked on a project for 2 days. It's short.
But here I go.
Hey, dude, I have to bring this up. Worked on a project 2 days. I'm not very good at art, but I did really good. And even the class was like, wow, you did really good, Jake, because they knew I sucked. She walked up and looked me square in the face and she said, this is horrible. And then she goes,
Jake, let me tell you something.
She was probably being honest.
This is very
you're such a fucking
Listen.
dick. Yes.
hurt people.
Oh my
Ooh, that was
That's a fair point.
I don't have the soundboard up right now.
Hold on, Eric. Let me do gay. Gay.
I don't like it. I don't.
man.
I know.
It's a
I
good
don't
point,
like
though.
It. Okay.
No, it is. No.
you're absolutely
People
right.
people with hurt or damage like to damage
they
others.
do.
Yeah. Well, it's all they
They
know.
drag you down with me.
And before, because I have a feeling keys are coming shortly, I have a funny story that happened the other day. I caused keys. I have a nice. So I had my dispatcher actually spit a large amount of coffee out of his mouth from laugh, completely soaked the whole dispatch office.
Oh my God.
All of his
Like spit take?
full spit take.
nice.
So
Keyboard and
That's
everything.
not good in COVID times.
no, it's
though.
really well. Nobody's in there, so and he cleans up. He's very tidy. He's very meticulous with
so
that.
many
So
droplets.
yeah. So right before lunch, it was just me and my dispatcher Kurt, and sitting there, no customers for whatever reason during lunch. Knock on wood, it was amazing. So we have one of our PDIs get dropped off, comes off the truck, and one pulls up, and I'm not really paying attention. And I'm like, Kurt, looks like we're getting a car. I don't feel like I don't feel like going to talk to the guy. Would you do it for me? And he's doing something and he's not paying attention. So I kind of look, and the guy is in, he's got a legitimate pair of Yeezys on, and he's got the nastiest
They're
shoe
so
on
ugly.
earth. Big old square, with the holes in the side frame sunglasses. They're either silver or gold. Hair slicked back. His collar's popped up. He's got this
my
fancy sweatshirt on.
God.
And I look over, I'm like,
Adidas sweatsuit.
and I'm like, fine, fuck you, Kurt. I'll go help Kanye East. And he fucking loses it.
Wait.
Oh, well, I was like, wait, what?
I was referring to the bell.
So that part was funny, but the part that did it for me is I don't know why this was so funny to him. It was just one of those moments where you lose it. He had to walk off and he disappeared for like 10 minutes. And I'm starting to get worried. And he comes back and he's crying. Like, full on crying, laughing, like borderline. I think he might have snapped. I think this was enough to make me think of a different job to go to.
Your description was probably perfect. That's why.
It was, man. It did. It looked like Kanye's long lost brother.
Oh yeah.
See, I told you. There they are. We'll be back.
Jingle, jingle.
Yeah, we're
be
coming
back.
back. It's okay. We're gonna thank all of our sponsors and go to break, and we will see you momentarily.
Thanks, Aaron. Mike, what are you eating? That looks amazing.
Oh, this? It's just a delicious Elsinore burrito from El Ranchito Taco Shop.
Is that nacho cheese sauce and hot Cheetos?
Nacho cheese, hot Cheetos, and their mouth-watering carne asada. And I'm dipping it in their creamy guac.
Creamy guac. Yum.
Giggity.
I guess this is a great time to remind everyone that if they're ever in the Inland Empire area, visit Ray at El Ranchito Taco Shop.
Yeah, totally. Check them out on Facebook.com/Ranchito Elsinore.
Or on their Instagram at Ranchito Elsinore.
Now I want me some Elsinore burrito and some of that creamy guac.
Giggity.
I can always give you some of my creamy guac, Jake. Just ask.
El Ranchito Taco Shop, Lake Elsinore.
More than just great Mexican food.
Do you like the podcast that you're listening to at the current moment? Well, let me tell you something. You can record your own podcast for free. Yeah, with the Anchor app, you can record your podcast for free. And there's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer.
Oh, man, that's crazy. Kevin, do you like music?
Fuck yeah.
Well, dude, now you can add any song from Spotify directly to your episodes. The possibilities are absolutely endless for what you can create, whether it's music analysis, your own radio show, or something the world's never heard before, like ours.
That's absolutely right, Jake. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many, many more platforms. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership, and it is so easy.
That's right. It has everything you need to make a podcast all in one place. It's super streamlined. So go and download the free Anchor app today or go to anchor.fm to get started.
And we're back. Huge thank you to our sponsors for keeping the lights on over here. Thank you very much to Travis and Nick and that creamy guacamole
From Ray Moon.
Raymond.
Gaiety.
El Ranchito Taco Shop.
And on that note, I'm feeling a little parched.
Oh, wait, hold on.
There we go.
Oh, we're on the same vibe today.
Here you are.
Salute.
Salute.
See?
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers to
Cheers,
Will.
big ears.
Will,
Yes.
such a pleasure having you on.
It's always a pleasure being in your company.
Seriously, Will, we haven't heard much from you in the beginning of this podcast, so
It was really
What makes you-
like,
You know, I
Tick.
was enjoying listening to you guys talk.
aw.
So again,
Yes.
So I would like to know what makes Will, and what do you do for the dealership?
What will you do?
Absolutely nothing.
Exactly. You know, minimal
Zing.
effort, maximum results is what I do for the dealership.
Those are words.
Only the dealer.
You guys, that wasn't me.
Jesus Christ, my brain just fucking tripped, man. I looked at her lips didn't fucking move, and that went off. I'm like, whoa.
That was the
I'm like an anime character.
I love it.
That was disturbing.
I mean, yeah, I had a different upbringing than most people, especially in this area. I grew up in Ojai, kind of where I had more animals than I did neighbors. And, you know, growing up, my dad was in the club, so it was just me and my mom, really.
The club.
Yeah, what kind of club?
Hell's
Auto
Angels.
club.
Yeah.
Oh,
Good Samaritans club.
He was never around, really, when I was a kid growing up.
I just finished watching
Did he
Sons
ride
of
with
Anarchy.
George? that you're aware of? George Christie.
George Soros.
My mom grew up with George and
Yeah.
her brothers. Good guy, if you know him that way.
Yeah. Different from my perspective of things of George. But
Fair enough.
that being said, obviously, I was only around the club when I was a kid, so I didn't really see everything for what it really was.
Fair enough.
Watch Sons of Anarchy. You'll get a good idea.
Sons of great show, but not accurate whatsoever.
No,
That's okay.
no way.
It's a television show.
I didn't
not
want
a
to watch it.
documentary.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't want to
wanna live
watch
in
it
my
because I was
fantasy
like, I
world.
lived it, but after watching it,
Charlie
I'm like, all right,
Hunnam.
this is a good show.
Yeah.
Right, Allie? Come on. Yes.
Oh,
Charlie Hunnam.
he checks all my boxes too.
Yeah,
See,
there's-
you know,
there's straight men that go for that. man.
confident. I like it.
Yeah.
Confidence is key.
Yes.
No shit.
Which
to
is a
Willie's.
huge.
Back to the Willie.
Back to Willie's
Back
Willie.
to Willie. Yeah, I born and raised here. I went to school. I mean, I have a different approach with everything, and I mainly
far as
think that to my
sales
mom.
goes.
Yeah, I grew up just in a very female family. I was like the only male really growing up, and so I grew up around a lot of girls, and kind of opened my eyes to a lot of things and how different.
How disgusting men are.
How gross men are. No, not even that. It wasn't that. It was mainly just how to appreciate different things, you know? And it's kind of changed my outlook. And I got into sales because I thought it would be fun.
Well, we
you know?
appreciate you.
How do you think that's like affected your outlook on sales and selling people?
You know, with sales, I don't really like to do the typical salesman approach of, you know, if I could, would you kind of thing. I more or less take my time. I'd rather, you know, sell you a car when you're ready to buy because at the end of the day, I'm at work and I want to enjoy work as opposed to making people feel uncomfortable, which would make me feel uncomfortable.
Pressured.
Yep.
Exactly. So it's just like, I mean, my managers they don't really like it the way I go about sales, but at the end of the day, I make them money, a lot of money. Because when my customers are ready to buy, they're ready to buy everything.
Right.
And that doesn't just include the car.
There you go.
Warranties,
You know,
all that kind of stuff.
You take the time to.
And then on top of that, you know, with how I treat my customers and how even after the sale, because the sale's not done as soon as they take delivery, you know, you got to follow up, keep in touch, Christmas cards, all those things. You get referrals.
You know what, Will? You're making it really hard to not like salesmen listening to you pitch this.
But I am not. I am not like the other salesmen at my dealership.
That's why you're
Is that what
here.
all salesmen
Exactly.
say, though?
Did we pick a?
All
well,
salesmen do say that, and we're salesmen at the end of the day. So am I even telling the truth?
You know, it's your personality. You really are just a wonderful human being. I could say that even though I get in my little bitchy moods, and I apologize. I know there are times
I love
when
the
I take it
sass.
out on you.
I love the sass.
All
Oh my God, I'm being personally attacked over here.
You like it.
I kind of do.
drinking.
Low-key. I really do appreciate you and your presence, and you always have this smile on your face when you come through, and it just really makes me feel a little bit better, even though you may
Yeah.
not see it on the outside. It's fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, like I don't do social media, you know, Twitter,
Good for
Instagram,
you.
and all that stuff because as long as I'm happy with what I'm doing, that's all that matters because I'm the only one who's in control of my life.
Cough Alley.
I don't do social media. I just consume other people's social media, which makes me.
You know how he said that it's basically the only person that matters is me? Take a note.
Yeah, you know, you can't let other people's judgment or words weigh you down.
Yeah, that's true.
I have never seen
Just
you
like I'm not letting
upset.
Jake's
No,
words weigh me down.
Other people's
okay.
words don't really carry weight with me. As long as I'm okay with what I'm doing, I may be doing the wrong thing, but if I'm okay with it, then it is what it is.
So
I knew I liked you, man.
You're a salesman.
Yes.
But what got you started in the automotive industry? Was it just like, oh, I'm going to go sell cars? Or like, did you have interest in cars?
So, I mean, I grew up loving cars.
Who
I
wants to sell a fucking mattress?
exactly.
There
exactly.
are people.
We
the
love you, Tom.
mattress store wasn't hiring, so I figured I'd go sling
Tom,
cars.
Tom, I love you, dude. I'm so sorry I went there.
One of
Hey,
Jake's
he's in the auto-
best friends.
He sells Teslas now.
Oh yeah, sold mattresses and now he works for Tesla.
Yeah, so actually, never mind. Fuck mattresses.
No, that's what they're for.
I could use a new mattress. Just kidding. Guys. All right. Anyway, moving forward.
God,
Will,
sorry,
Yes.
Will.
So tell me about your background. Like, were you interested in cars in the beginning?
So
Did you-
actually, before this, I was in the oil fields. I was a pump technician. So
no shit.
anything that went into the hole that went down, pumps, anchors,
Excuse
drains.
me?
Giggity phrasing. Oh my god.
Phrasing.
There's a hold on.
Phrasing.
Fucking.
I did it for you, Mike.
Yeah, we already have the
Yeah,
sound.
Mike, I got it for
Phrasing.
you. Phrasing.
Phrasing.
Yeah.
Phrasing.
You know, I would repair it.
That's fun.
Yeah, but I grew up loving cars, watching Top Gear, the UK version at least.
Of course.
Jeremy
Yes,
Clark.
Of course.
Yeah.
You mean the only version?
Exactly.
Yes.
And so I wanted to get into sales, and I figured it would be a lot easier getting into sales of cars because I grew up with a fascination of cars. You know, I mean, cars are such a huge part of everyone's life. You know, whether
Especially in where we live.
exactly.
How long were you a roughneck?
About 3 years, 4 years.
Okay.
Yeah, right out of high school. That's what my dad's into now is the
Gotcha.
oil field. So that's kind of where I got started at.
Right. No.
Blue collar.
Straight blue collar, dirty hands, clean money.
That's like black collar, I guess.
Dang. I've never heard that phrase before.
What?
Dirty hands, clean money.
Oh yeah.
oh
I
yeah.
have a hat. Shout out to Robert.
I have a hat.
Is that from Robert?
Yes, he got me
Really?
the hat. I love you, Robert.
Hi, Robert. I don't know who you are, but sup?
Robert,
Best friend.
Can I please get one of those?
I
You know, I'm a hat
could use
person.
one of those too.
I will pass the word along.
I'll buy one.
That sounds like a bitchin' hat.
Dirty hands, clean money.
That's it,
It is
right
true
there.
though.
My hands are sparkling clean though. By the way.
Mine too. I'm one
I
of the
have
better
Halloween
technicians.
nails.
Oh my god! Hey guys, can I just congratulate everybody here for a very successful Halloween episode before we continue
Yes.
on next?
That was so much
I had
fun.
so much fun.
It was a great time between the costumes, the topics. We had 6 people here. I mean, it was fantastic. It was really good.
Did anybody do anything fun for Halloween after the recording?
I went trick or treating with our niece.
Did go trick or treating with the niece.
I drank a lot of alcohol.
I love
That's
kid
kind of
Halloween.
expected.
Yeah.
That's
I slept
every
in.
Halloween.
I slept in.
And I saw 2 movies. Yeah.
What movies did you watch?
Anyone who's a Wes Anderson fan went and saw The French Dispatch. And then at night we went and saw the awful Halloween Kills.
Oh.
Terrible.
I saw
watched-
Last Night in Soho. That was interesting.
I want to see it so bad. Was it good?
It was good. I would say it's definitely worth a watch.
Well,
Gotta
I
see it.
watched the Halloween must-watch of Rocky Horror Picture Show and
Oh yeah.
the other one, Hocus Pocus.
Can we do the
Hocus
time warp?
Pocus. That's a classic.
Let's do the time warp again.
It's just a jump to the left.
So I have a question for you, Will.
Yes.
Your
We gotta get back on track at some point. Oh
We
my
can cut that
goodness.
out
Oh
if
my
you want.
god.
Mike's having a stroke. If what was it? 2 episodes ago we were talking about pet peeves.
We talked about that.
So a few episodes
We
ago.
talked about pet peeves at some point.
Looking at the sales portion,
Yes.
what's one of your biggest pet peeves, and then what's one of your biggest? The only way I can think of this would be turn-ons, or your like Bing, like
You love that.
exactly the one thing that you love that you see
That
when
you
it
like to
happens.
see.
Exactly, it's like you love to see it and you hate to see it. What are your 2?
So one of my pet peeves in sales is, I mean, I don't know how every dealership's ran, but where I work, it's mainly how the managers have to touch every customer before they leave. I despise that because
Wait, what do you mean? Like,
or not touch,
physically
but
touch them?
just speak with it. Yeah, micromanage it. You know, because every customer is different, and a manager comes at it from a perspective of what can I do to get them in a car today. You know, and sometimes
Dollar
that can-
signs.
exactly. Because
That might be a turnoff to some customers.
I can see that as
Turn
a
off to
reason
every
not
customer.
come back.
huge turnoff. But and then, oddly enough, one thing I love
Is
to
it bad
see.
to say sell the bell during right now?
Hashtag sell the bell. I am also selling things.
One thing I as weird as this sounds, the customer that comes in, the older Hispanic guy wearing the cowboy hat with the boots and the
Jingle
tucked in-
blings.
oh my god, they
Jingle
always
blings.
they know what they want, they know you have it, and they're willing to buy it. Those are the best customers. I don't speak Spanish, and I've sold multiple cars to people who only speak Spanish.
Okay, another question for you. What's the most expensive car you've sold?
Probably the I just sold the Gen 3 Raptor.
Oh, nice.
About
Those are pretty.
145,000.
Nice.
Yeah.
Did they buy it full cash?
Yeah.
Did they really? No shit. Damn.
Yeah, it was. He traded in a few Raptors and got his new one.
You traded a few
Yeah.
Raptors. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Are you kidding?
I'm
When
in
did
the
this
wrong
happen?
No
business.
But the thing was, he actually used his Raptors, like for what they were built for,
Take one,
which I
pass it
appreciate
down.
because a
Like
lot of the
one in plastic.
Raptors that I sell end up being what I call pavement princesses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, grocery getters, mall pavement
Grocery
powders.
getters.
Everybody's got one.
Everyone's gone.
Oh, that's yours.
That's for you.
He doesn't want to hold the
I
questions.
didn't know how to count.
Oh my god.
So
it's not listener mail.
we have listener mail coming up.
That's over here.
This is kind of like listener mail. It's listener questions.
Well, that's what I have it introduced as. So we had teased a segment on the social medias about.
We should have played a jingle like "Ask a Salesman."
There you go.
Yeah, it's
Isolate
okay.
it.
That's our jingle.
Edit that part out.
Yeah, it's already there.
Soundbite.
So we had teased on the social medias about like if you had one question that you could ask a salesman, what would it be?
Jake, did you have one?
I did.
I don't. That's weird. I don't see your name.
Thank you, Eric. I'm glad somebody noticed.
We can all fill in when appropriate, if need be, and put somebody else's name by it. But I did also write every single person's name on
Oh yeah,
this.
you did.
Yeah.
Yes, you
So,
did. Yes, you did. Very nice.
yeah, I did a good job.
Of course, this is Norman in the back, right? Is this our Norm? Of course, it's the longest one. I love you, Norman. Norm.
So I would like to start this segment
Segment.
again. Hashtag sell the bell.
Speak right.
Oh, by the
I
way,
kind of feel bad about some of these.
don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. This is
Listen here,
Not
Clarice.
directed at you.
just like us at Kevin, Eric, and I as technicians. We are representative of the entire technician force in the world. Will is representative of the entire sales force. So
And I'm right in the middle. I represent both sides.
Are you ready for this?
I am so ready.
Are you
But
sure?
we're
I was
gonna
born ready.
we're gonna take turns reading off these questions, and then
Turns on
and
Will.
you must answer, Will.
Okay.
Truthfully.
Gun to my head.
Where's the
I'm answering
Bible?
all of them.
Will can answer. Will can answer as he sees fit.
Will can swear over the forbidden texts.
Oh, yes. You have to. Oh, my God.
yes.
I wish I had a user's manual.
Run out to my truck.
It's
Do
in
you
my
solemnly
major.
swear not to read these texts, but to answer truthfully?
And then we have listener mail after that.
Yes,
But
we
this,
do.
again,
Let's
like I
get it
said, is
going.
listener mail. So these are Will's questions. And again, like I said, these are from all the social medias
Right.
about, questions for a salesman.
Yes.
Why do they think they're entitled to bottled waters and sports drinks that management occasionally buys the techs and other working in the hot conditions? Go back to your air-conditioned office or sales floor. Corey R.
All right. So with
See, when you were reading that, the smile instantaneous. Like, oh, I got this
what
one.
you were talking about.
exactly, sales is the pretty face. I know service is the backbone and the heart of the delership, but sales is the
nothing
pretty
without
face.
us.
So we got to look good and feel good to
And
sell
stay
good.
hydrated, apparently.
Exactly. Who doesn't want a
Hydration is very
occasional
important.
free Gatorade from service?
H2O. Okay.
Nothing is free.
So, a couple of these are short ones, so I'll kind of ping through them real quick. Will, why can't you figure out how to pair a phone to sync? I bet you don't have any trouble clearing your work browser history. AA Ron. So there's the first one. Keep that in mind. So, second one from AA Ron. Do you piss excellence every morning or just Mondays? Third from AA Ron. Why do you think your customer is more important than my 18? So you
I
can
don't know
answer,
what
you
that-
can answer
wait,
in
stop.
his 18 customers.
His 18 other customers.
Gotcha.
So the answer to the whole sync situation is clearly because as a salesman, it's not my job to know the product I sell, just to sell it to you.
Oh my God.
So you
Hashtag sell
get
the
nothing.
Exactly. I may not know what I'm talking about, but I'm going to sound like I know what I'm talking about.
And you do that really well.
Yeah.
Exactly. And then yes, I do piss excellence every morning, even on my days off.
Fair enough. Okay.
The key to being a good salesman.
Is it a different color?
Only on Mondays.
Only on Mondays. Fair enough.
You got to
After
recover.
you, sir.
After the weekend,
Yes.
you gotta get everything out.
And then because my customer is willing to spend a lot of money right now.
All right.
You're 18 or maybe
They're
not.
thinking about it.
They're thinking about it.
18 maybe break jobs to one Raptor. Wins
Exactly.
every time.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Or they may not be paying for anything at all.
Yeah, they're-
Warranty.
Yeah.
I'll ask the next one. It's very to the point. Does it hurt your soul? Eric J.
I sleep pretty soundly at night.
And that's why you have that job.
My car got me home.
Should I do another one?
Yeah, go for it.
Why can't they sell a car that is on the lot ready to be sold? Why do they have to sell a car that hasn't been inspected yet? And when they do, why do they cry when it needs thousands of dollars of repair? Why do they eat in the tech's lunchroom? I feel, okay, before you answer this, I feel like a lot of these questions, like people have been personally attacked. These are very personal experiences.
So I can even answer that one for you. This one for the Flat Rate Tech podcast that wrote that is why do
I didn't say that. Flat Rate Tech podcast.
Why do you have to sell one, or why can't you that's already on the lot and ready to be sold? Why not? I know this one, and this one's kind of weird to me. I get it that when you come in as someone looking for a car, you know what you want. If that isn't ready, you're going to try and make that sale. Exactly. It's annoying as fuck, but I get it.
Yeah, you know, because at the end of the day, sales' job is just to push out what we have available, not what's going to be available.
What is it? Necessity dictates demand or whatever.
Yeah, something like that.
Exactly.
Eric?
Oh, but why do you eat in the tech's lunchroom?
Oh, right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
Why
because
do you eat in our tech?
the food for some reason tastes better back there.
It's already been seasoned by technician too.
Exactly.
It's the ambiance.
Oh my god.
Do you still work here?
I ask that honestly a lot of times, but it's like in jest to some of the newer people. But
That's also by Flat Rate Tech podcast.
yeah, which by the way, check out Flat Rate Podcast.
You can do it. I believe in you.
Flat Rate Tech Podcast on Spotify because he's awesome.
I do still work there, by the way.
Okay, good to know.
That's true. I saw him yesterday.
But for how long? Just kidding.
Why do you make more money than the ones who actually produce? Why can't we just talk and get paid? Nick B wants to know.
Because we put on our, we got the pretty faces and the nice hair, and we got to look pretty up front to sell a lot of cars.
Are you saying I'm not gorgeous right now?
No, you're
What's
beautiful.
going on?
I'm reading the next one. What's the minimum number of cars you have to sell to support your cocaine habit? From Stephen H.
You know,
Maybe it's Steven.
Maybe it's Stefan.
Stefan H. Yeah, you know,
Steven.
I mean, that's like
It's probably Steven.
the old song. You know, I work more so I can sell more, so I can do more cocaine.
This one,
It's I got to sell probably about 20 cars a month. Keep this habit up. You know?
I appreciate your honesty.
Because he wants to hang out in this cabana.
It's only a problem
living
if you
on
can't
bananas
afford
and
it.
blow.
bananas and blow, sitting on the beaches.
Hold on. I'm going to pay money if anybody sings any more of that. Okay.
This is more of a statement than a question. I don't fuck with salesman Renee B.
Well, you will eventually if you want a car.
Remember, this is a question that was polled to people about like what would you say to
Right,
a
of course.
salesman?
Right.
Or, like what would you ask a salesman?
This one's to your coworkers, because I've seen it happen.
Oh god.
Why do they feel that when the shop is closed, they can help themselves to the tools out of our boxes?
I can't speak
Jonathan
for them.
M. wants
I know
to
better than that because tools are not cheap. I get that, so I don't touch people's toolboxes when they're
I've
not there.
personally seen them go and try and open boxes.
He's such a good salesman that he's convincing me right now.
I
want to buy
I
something.
always
and then
ask.
because he asks me, I'm more
ask.
than happy to help him.
I will allow it.
FYI, if anyone else asks, I'm taking a cell phone until my tool's returned.
Exactly.
Oh, collateral.
Or an ID.
Collateral.
Damn straight collateral.
All right. You go next.
You go next.
Second one up.
Do you have to fail an IQ test to be a salesperson? Scott P asks.
You have to fail all of them.
Exactly. You got to fail.
There's more than one.
That was my interview, is failing an IQ test to get the job.
My SAT was filled in all the bubbles.
Everyone.
It takes a certain. Okay, I'm not saying like a dumb person, but it does take a certain person to be a salesperson. Like, not just anyone can do that.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen a lot of smart people in sales, and sometimes they just don't do well. And I've seen a lot of not of the smartest people in sales that do extremely well because they're good at
Because
BS.
they're shady as fuck.
Exactly.
So there's one.
Read
where
Rich's question.
I'm going to.
I like Rich's question.
Have you no shame, sir?
I
by
have
Rich
none
G.
at all.
I'm okay with that.
To be a salesman, you got to own it.
Yeah,
He showed
I
up here in his
understand.
underwear.
Exactly.
Now, yes.
I'm going to read the next one.
Okay.
What's it like to show up at work at 9:30 and walk around blowing strawberry-scented vape clouds all day? Why don't you just buy a fucking air truck instead of pulling cars in the middle of the shop and blocking every fucking body to air up a tire? Also, fuck you. Nick S.
All right. Nick might have some bad experience in the past with certain salesmen. I don't
smoke vanilla vape.
Walking cliche right there.
I don't smoke vapes. I don't own a WRX, so I don't know what to say about that. You know,
I would have also accepted any Volkswagen.
God damn.
Any Volkswagen.
Fucking shots fired.
Volkswagens
How
are
dare you? This is
notorious
an
for
electric
vapes.
vehicle.
This is an 87 Honda. How dare you?
It's vintage.
So this one's going to be from Mr. Raymond. Or is this, no, Raymond Moon. Different person or the same Raymond?
That's the
Moon.
one and only.
The one and only. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, sorry, my brain.
Well, I mean, actually, technically, there's two of them. But
Okay.
one's senior, one's junior.
Gotcha. So this is from Raymond. Do we really need to play this stupid square game? Can't you just tell me what price the car is and what interest I qualified for? Get out of here with your how much do you want to pay a month shit every single time.
yeah. So with the how much you want to pay a month stuff, the reason behind that is because we can kind of work the deal how we want to with the numbers. With the price of the car, we can't change that if we agree on a price, but the monthly payment we can make it look however you want.
So this
Oh,
is
so it's just how long and
Exactly.
what your
I
down
mean,
payment is going to look like.
Exactly. I mean, we
Your
can go.
interest rate.
I've sold cars at 96 months. You know, and the payment's low. So I mean, it's a $60,000 car, but you got a $30,000 car payment at 96 months.
Right.
So that's why that's the approach with a lot of people.
Okay.
So this is from Zach F. Do you ever feel bad when somebody with a deserved low credit score somehow manages to get approved for ridiculously high interest and high down payment and high monthly payment, but they pulled it off somehow, albeit a cosigner. It's consigner though, so that's why it confused me. Cosigner or running a special. And if these people have children, does it bother you knowing the kids are only going to have a decent family vehicle for a couple of months before the repo, of course?
So actually, I have seen that
Savage,
firsthand, and it
Zach.
is sad because you know exactly what's going to happen later on down the road. Now, I can't say that for all salesmen, obviously, but in my experience, yeah, I know exactly the situation, especially when they show up with 10 people and they want to be here, but we hit them with here and they agree to it and somehow manage to come up with that down payment.
It's called being car poor.
Yeah, you know,
Have you
Living above
ever
your
said
means.
no?
I have 100% blown customers out because they're way in over their head. Yes, I've done that.
Good for you.
Or like undersell
you're a
it because
good
you
man.
know what they
You're
need,
just
not
trying to do somebody a
necessarily.
favor. Like you don't want to put yourself in this kind of situation.
Exactly. You know, like if I do that to somebody else, it's going to happen to me with something else. Karma.
Yeah.
Karma.
Credit karma.
Credit karma.
Stop that. Plug unnecessary.
Yeah, exactly.
Ooh,
Get
I
out
want to
of
read
credit
this
karma.
one.
Okay.
Don't be such a dick. Don't think you know everything and don't cut corners.
Wait, maybe you should, since this is a question, maybe you should have done, don't be such a dick.
It was more of a statement. And that's from Betito.
Bendito.
Betito.
He knows who he is.
Yes, he does.
I mean, I do know everything. I got Google in my pocket, right?
Funny, but you can't link it to the customer's car.
That's true.
Hashtag sound the bell.
Fire.
Too goddamn shay.
Yeah. Well, which you can find the hashtag Cellabell, which is, of course, our fifth member, sometimes sixth member of the podcast,
Or seventh.
or seventh. You can find it at customerstatespodcast.com.
Yes.
Or you can email us at customerstatespodcast@gmail.com
That is the one.
and get your very own.
Do it.
Do it.
So I'm
Do
gonna
it.
I'm gonna jump down to Dale's, Mr. Follett. Why are most salespeople perfectly okay knowing so little about the product they sell?
Just because they want money as opposed to learning what they're selling. But a real salesman knows exactly what they're selling. You know, they don't need to look at a window sticker to know what a vehicle has.
I'm going to read the two that Jake skipped.
No, I want to read one of them. I want to read Adam's.
You want to read Adam's? Okay, I'm going to read Sven's. Okay. How come you invite yourself to the shop's barbecue, but you never have your own? Sven S.
Because we're salesmen. We're loved everywhere, aren't we? Like, we don't need an invitation to be invited.
Where else are you going to get this smile?
Exactly.
All right.
Ding. Okay. Do you actually know what you just said? Or is it just word vomit? Those are words.
Word vomit. I would say I, for the most part, know what I'm saying, but people I work with probably do not. You know, it's all about how you say it.
I mean, it's kind of like when you had to write a paper about something you didn't really know about in school, and you just winged it and did your best and put 300 words on the paper and
Exactly.
still got an A on it.
We're not the first, and we won't be the last.
Oh, everybody listen to our page wrestling.
1 sec. We're getting there.
Okay. How hard can your job be if most of the sales staff aren't even old enough to legally drink alcohol yet? It looks like the rec center at the high school after class gets out up there.
Wait,
He's not wrong.
He's
And that's
not
from
wrong.
Mike S.
Jesus
he's
Christ,
not
that's
wrong.
awesome.
He's not wrong.
Like I said, we got a lot of salesmen at our place, and we call them the children. There's probably about 4 or 5 of us who are old enough.
Children of the corn.
Exactly. You know, they don't know what they're doing, but we like to watch them out there.
I asked when I first
Flounder.
asked Will if he wanted to be on the podcast, and I said like, oh yeah, he said he wants to be on the podcast. I'm like, what do you drink? I'm gonna grab something like to drink for everybody because part of the podcast is drinking beers. He's like, I can show you my ID, but I lost my wallet. Red flag, red flag.
I actually did just lose my wallet, as a matter of fact.
Oh my
Oh
God.
my Jesus. And then
you what? Wait,
and
you lost your wallet?
So yes, I have never lost my wallet before in my life, and then I started
Likely
dating a girl.
story.
No, I started dating a girl, and then
I'm
all of a
sorry.
sudden,
Was that expensive piece?
It was.
very expensive. And then 3 months after she's in my life, I just start losing everything: keys.
she was stealing
wallet.
it from you. I don't know, maybe.
I think he lost all sense.
Yeah,
everything.
exactly. I don't think she was stealing it. She was the sugar mama.
Oh, nice. Very nice. And
Yeah.
finally,
The good one.
Mr. Norman, if I came to your dealership and we
Do not
went on
come.
a test drive in a loaded white Platinum limited F-150, you guided me around the truck showing me the features and benefits of this luxurious model as I aimlessly drive around town. We, to your surprise, end up atop a local multi-story parking structure. We are greeted by 6 other identical trucks and 6 of my companions and 6 other salesmen from other local dealers. The trucks are arranged in a semicircle with room enough for 1 truck. We pull in. All the trucks turn on their headlamps. The lights illuminate a small table with 7 preloaded police-issued taser pistols, with 1 reload and dry stun capabilities. The last person standing sells a truck at 40% over sticker, cash. What's your move? How do you win? God, I fucking love Norman. God damn.
I love your mind. Beautiful.
And
Beautiful.
answer that truthfully. You are under oath.
I am under oath.
Forbidden texts.
I mean, it's I've never thought of a situation like that, if I'm being completely honest.
Really? Why not?
You obviously don't live in
Can't imagine
Canada.
Yeah,
Because
definitely not
That's where
Canada.
that happens.
It's
It's the norm.
40% over sticker.
God.
40% over sticker for a limited. That's not even close.
You're about to get tasered. What do you do?
it's limited.
You stand firm, like taser or not. You can't.
Wrong answer. Bears beat Battlestar Galactica.
Oh my God! Sell that bell,
You get in there, you smile as hard as you can, you flip that hair around, you pull your shirt up, show a little ab.
Should turn on the massaging seats, and then all of a sudden they're sold. It's
Me personally,
if the wife's there, then you open the moonroof and put the lay flat seat backs, and they're done. Because the wife's gonna sell the husband. I don't got to lift a finger.
There you go.
wow.
Let her
Personally-
lift the finger.
Personally, I'd look for the guy with the pair of keys in his hand, tase him in the balls, get in the truck, and run over the other fuckers.
Why does he have a
That could
bird in his
happen.
hand?
Yeah,
Key, what?
Keys. He said
keys,
keys.
not bird. Where'd you get bird?
Pair of keys. Not pair of keys.
parakeet.
Okay.
That's a little down the bird because he's crazy.
The bird's gonna peck your eyes out.
God, we got to do this quick.
Yeah,
parakeet.
we're getting there. We're getting close.
I love the way your mind works.
The parakeet.
The Abby Normal one.
Yeah.
Yes, the Abby normal.
Abby something.
Dude, I love you. Thank you. That's awesome.
Okay. We'll do that later after the
No
We're
problem,
gonna
no problem. Yeah,
we're
yeah.
gonna put the candle back and move forward.
Put the candle back.
Anyways, I need about tree fitting.
Okay. Anyway, so we have another listener mail.
Yep.
And this is from our good friend Norman Glazier.
Yep.
He lives up in the Great White North, otherwise known as Canada.
Canada.
And
Fuck you, Trudeau.
he legit has a great story of why the extended service plan is important for your vehicle when the regular factory warranty is
very
up.
nice.
So Eric was talking to us during. You want to screw that in a little bit, sweetheart, or no?
No, it's fine. I'll manage. We're good.
So Eric was talking to us during the break about his new vehicle and how he is very thankful that he got an extended service contract.
Yep.
Because
You hope you never need it, but you're going to want it when you do.
I got called a Karen today.
No.
we can bring this in as well
Rude.
after this.
Yeah, let's go. Let's do it.
Who wants to go first?
Do we just want to have a single read through because we're short on time?
Sure. Whatever.
Hey, you're the time master. I just want to make sure you're good with it.
Podfather.
Podfather, sorry.
Father.
Pod Daddy.
We'll read
Daddy.
three bricks a piece or something. I don't know.
Okay, you got it.
Continue.
All right, so here, I'll start it. This is a story of why ESP is great for customers, extended service protection. These poor people purchased a 2016 F-150, 154,387 kilometers, 95,932 miles.
Thank you.
At a dealer about 45 minutes from us. In May, they drove the truck 25 days and the truck suffered MS CAN failure. The truck was assigned to a true hack fuck, registered trademark. The shop Gravy Hog can't figure it out in 10 minutes. Call a part on back order and drag it out. A gateway module, FCIM, trailer brake controller, another gateway module, and 100 days later, he quits and fucks the fuck off to Salmon Arm.
Which is a place in Canada, I'm assuming.
His story is another post. October 5th, my birthday. This becomes my waking nightmare.
Happy belated birthday.
Yeah, happy belated birthday.
Oh, happy belated.
So this turd lands on me. I start fresh because I know the previous guy was a part-changing shitbag extraordinaire. MS CAN totally offline. Check the usual suspects. Connector at the spare tire for rock damage. The tail lights, etc. No love.
Begin PPT for no MS CAN.
Pinpoint test.
What's MS?
Pin.
Medium speed connected area network.
Thank you.
It's the bride.
Controlled area network.
Okay. Find both short to power and short to ground in the positive and negative sides of MS CAN, which you all know should be the thermal event with special effects. Yet.
Yes, we know.
Yes, we do.
None of the testing makes sense. Results are all over the map. Network resistance as at 180 ohms that if left alone will slowly drop into acceptable range of 120-ish ohms. The not so hotline says replace trailer brake control module, as the replacement of the trailer brake controller makes no sense since the controller is not on the network.
Nice.
Those are words.
What they're telling him to replace isn't
not
even
part
on
of
that
that
network. It has
Oh.
nothing to do with with those circuits at all.
So naturally, there is no
Not so
change.
hotline.
Give all the test results to the chode on the computer.
There we go.
Pulls his chute and defers.
Shoot.
Shoot.
Shoot him! Because you said chode.
Shooting chode.
You said chode, so you used that
Oh my
shoot.
god, I'm sorry. Pulls his chute and defers to the FSE. The FSE is not allowed to visit due to COVID. We text and brainstorm for a couple days. It results in anger and confusion. I tell him I have my shots and I will wear a pressurized T-Rex outfit to keep him safe if that's what it takes to get the job done. We need to work together to fix this truck, and the texting slows everything down, and this is fucking bullshit. He agrees and sends the request to the head cheese. They agree, and he is allowed to visit.
Do you remember what FSE stands for? We talked about
Forward
this. No.
Sensing.
No. Field service
Enigma.
engineer. Right? Field service engineer?
Yes.
Very good, Jake.
Correct.
Look at that. He's on his stuff.
Well done.
I will take over from here.
Okay.
For this part. As I have never seen, let alone worked with, an FSE, he lays down the ground rules. I am an advisor. You will do all the work. I stay clean and record results and tools used. Cool. Let's fix this fucker. As we go along, we find that the harness that goes from the left front fender to the rear bumper has both MS CAN positive and negative circuits shorted together with 12 volts. Remove one of the legs, does not matter what one, and the short is gone. I remove the fuel tank and strip bare the entire frame harness.
Oh, Jesus.
No melts, no shorts. But there are little metal shorting bars in the connector at the spare tire. The bars short the 2 positive and 2 negative wires together. There is no documentation of those bars anywhere, which was
Spaced out.
greatly.
Bolded, capitalized.
And spaced. So we got red herringed by engineers. Next, we remove the entire interior harness, 14 Apple 005, which is the basic part number. We found the short where the harness hooks up to the left airbag / A-pillar speaker. The harness goes up and then bends sharply down to the driver's door module where it passes through the sheet metal. It was not secured to the stud and chafed through the anti-chafe tape. The short to power and ground managed to melt the harness into a wad and
Not burn the motherfucker down.
Number 1.
One, not burn the motherfucker down. 2, not blow a single fuse in 60 plus wires melted into a wad. God damn.
Emphasis on the goddamn.
Replace the entire interior harness. Repair successfully completed. 70 hours. 70 hours. 10,000 doll hairs labor.
And that's in those funny maple dollars.
It is. The total bill for this repair was over $11,000. ESP ate it all after having a total pants shit, a stroke, and yet another shit. Then a mouth puke and swallow. That's a lot.
Pictures you paint, sir.
Yes. But they paid. Every single one of you knows that if this was CP, very little of this would have been paid.
Yep.
ESP saved customer and this job. Modern cars require extended coverage. This truck... No, wait to my story. This truck was 5 years old. Thank you for coming to my Norm Talk.
I find that interesting.
thank you, Norman, so much.
Yes. You're the best storyteller.
Another great story.
I can't disagree, though, that modern cars do require extended coverage because of everything they have inside of them.
The sensors, the modules, the wiring harnesses, all that stuff.
Especially the dipshits that sit inside to drive them.
Exactly.
You mean the screw loose behind the wheel?
That's not warranty.
Those massaging seats and
That's
mirrors.
her line. That's her line.
You stole my line again.
I was filling in for you. You were zoning.
I mean, yeah, there's so much technology in these new vehicles that if you're not covered, you're kind of out of luck. You know, I mean, so many different things can go wrong, and it's not saying that they will, but if they do, you definitely want to be covered.
Hey, they will.
They will.
No, I'm in sales,
will.
so I'm not saying they will. I'm in sales, you know.
Will and sales saying they will.
No.
What will he say
But if they
next?
do go wrong, they're expensive to fix.
Hey, Mike, what time is it?
Hey, Jake, what's going on, buddy?
What is
Do it again.
That is like
everybody
a deep
talking their
talk.
low
We are
voice?
so ready to get into the end of the episode.
Makes you
my
want a hot
gosh.
dog real bad.
He's getting all excited.
You want me to? You want me to say some country?
No, please don't.
You sure you don't want me?
No.
Do it. Do it.
Go for it, Mike.
So anyway, I just wanted to.
Sorry, me left with blue balls over here.
I just wanted to thank everybody for listening to this episode.
We love you.
We really cannot do it without all of your, input. We love to hear from you guys on our Instagram and Facebook, and Twitter. You can go ahead and reach us at Twitter and Instagram at customer_states. You can reach us at Facebook at facebook.com/customer states. Please go ahead and email us all of your crazy listener mail ideas, your messed up pictures of carnage from cars.
Please. Yes.
We love all that stuff. Eric showed me some carnage the other day on a 2 liter that, it's 2.3.
No, it was 2 liter.
2 liter that the customer had ran the engine for so long on straight water that
What?
Yeah, they had a coolant leak and
Story for next week.
instead of fixing it, they just kept adding water and kept adding water.
You know,
and kept adding
when in
That's
doubt,
fine,
add
right?
water.
Yeah.
and then the block cracked and
Nice.
No.
just like in the most random spot, just like in the middle.
don't
in the middle of the block.
Eric, don't throw that car away. I want to take pictures for the podcast.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll pull the cylinder head off. I'll take the front cover off.
Yeah, we'll do it.
Just
okay.
real quick.
We
It's going to be a lunchtime activity for sure.
You've noticed that we bring the hashtag sell the bell all the time.
Yep.
That's our 5th or 6th member of the podcast. You can find your very own at
CustomerStatesPodcast.com.
customerstatespodcast.com,
There
or
we
you
go.
can email us
Jake's
at
coming for one of your hats.
Nice.
podcast at gmail.com. Also, we have stickers that are coming out.
Can't wait.
Literally tomorrow.
The first one's going on my truck. I want you to know.
Well,
Definitely
good.
going on
I'm
my
calling
car.
dibs.
Yeah, you guys will be the test pictures.
Dibs
for
and
the-
dogs.
I got my bell already. I need the sticker.
And
Yay.
so again, don't forget to check us out at customerstatespodcast at gmail.com or customerstatespodcast.com.
You can send in your voice memos too.
Please
Just send us
in voice
anything, for fuck's sake.
Yeah,
You are
we
all
love
officially
everything.
on notice
To
that
send.
Aaron
Someone
is
needs to
better
give
than
them-
all of you. So prove me
Somebody
wrong.
give him a run for his money. Come
And if
on.
anybody
Exactly.
can write a better story than Norman, I'll give you $50.
Okay, you heard it here.
Ooh, it is official.
It is.
ladies and
I
gentlemen.
will offer that. That's a tall order, but I'll give $50
I'm
to
just gonna
anybody who can
send
write a
them
better
like
story. Yeah.
50 plastic deer.
No, just I'll send them a 50. I'll send them a
Man,
grant.
maybe you should
What if
wait
they
to
want
hear the
Trident
listener
layers?
mail for next week because
Yeah.
Our
Nice.
listeners have some homework.
There you go.
There you go.
how about somebody send us drink money for a podcast or something like that.
Well, shit.
But anyway, it's been super great hanging out with you guys.
Yeah.
We love everybody out there, and we cannot wait to see you again. And
Well, first of all, thank you, Will, so much
Yeah,
for
thank you
joining
guys.
us.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for having me on,
You were
and thank you to
welcome
the,
back anytime.
Pleasure.
to the listeners for asking me those questions. Feel free to ask them more.
Such a good sport.
We're
You're
all
such a
kind of
good
bummed
sport.
that you weren't a total asshole.
Yeah, I know. We
I'm
had
sorry. I'm
why
not
couldn't you be
typical
meaner
salesman.
and not so cool? It would have been easier if you
yeah.
were like an asshole.
Yeah.
I'm a little different than the typical salesman.
Average bear.
Exactly.
All right, guys.
I'm
Well,
not like other girls.
we
And
will,
with that,
we will see you all next week. Thanks again.
love you.
Hi, this is Mike Sarah from Customer States. Matco Tools is one of the best tool companies in the industry, and Nick Lowridge is one of the best Matco tool distributors. Nick can get me anything I need for the shop or for at home. From oil drain pans to beef jerky, Nick's got what I need on tap. Nick works in the Thousand Oaks, California area, and you too can get whatever you need by calling him at 805-796-7323. And if you're not in that area, call him anyway and tell him you heard about him from the Customer States podcast. And then you can hop on to matcotools.com and find a Matco Tools distributor near you. Matco Tools. Service, trust, results.